And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Pernell McPhee with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. The play clock's running down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Halfback sent in motion. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Trubisky buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. from the gun. Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some room to work. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run it here. Where? And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He completes it middle of the field to Janis. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Terrence Newman with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! All right, here we go. Boom, there, gone! Oh, back down in that Philly, here we go.
Now Trubisky on first down, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Ten yards still left on second down. Green, the tight end, in motion. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Back down, here we go, here we go. Green, fine now, lucky 56. Lucky, Detroit. Over.
Crowder in motion here right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. A screen complete to Crowell. And he is level. Knocked down hard. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers now. Looking to throw on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, Trubisky. And an alley to run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the back goes into motion. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Going deep for Montgomery. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Now this is Crowder on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They run with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Trubisky goes to Ware on the screen. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Obviously a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And the Browns have moved out in front there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On first down, they run with Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Beasley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A give to Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. It's the rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
On the handoff, this is Howard. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Howard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
319. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tim Williams in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Check 50. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he's got Bennett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's brought in by Janis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Halfback sent in motion. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. This might be a free play here for Trubisky. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL.